Hi, I'm Ms Terri, Mann, and my life was changed forever in 1984 when I first ran in the Little Miss Rutabaga contest, which is a very big deal. Every year my town would hold this amazing pageant. All of the little girls wanted to run in it, and all of the high society had to be there. So to keep the undesirables away, they would hold the Little Miss Rutabaga contests across town for all of the little girls who look like rutabagas. And they will give out free tickets to every hobo and wino and sex offender that they can find, so that they would be at the Little Miss Rutabaga contest and not bothering the good people over at the Little Miss Butternut Squash pageant. So it was 1984 and I finished 5th out of 4 girls, one of which turned out to be an actual rutabaga. Rhonda Rutabaga, that bitch. I mean, I didn't kill her, but I wasn't sad to see her dead either. So my life changed in many ways since then. 1, I have been drinking every day since the Little Miss Rutabaga contest. And 2, I have been running for a title every 3 months for the last 32 years. Don't do the math, it's 128 contests. I've never finished higher than 3rd, even the 16 times that I ran uncontested. But I woke up in my car and I saw it was 2017 and I thought, Ms Terri Mann is undefeated in 2017 except by a little self-doubt. And I saw there was a Ms Catastrophe contest and I thought, I'm a Miss and I can look up Catastrophe on my phone when I find it. And I'm very glad that I did. So in 1993, I turned 21 and I became the spokesperson for Hello Paint Thinner is my brand. That was the only tagline that I could remember, which was very good, I thought. I got a lifetime supply as part of the arrangement, which is possibly why they went out of business and I live in one of their warehouses. The very next year, in 1994, I used it to get blackout drunk at my 10th anniversary run at the Little Miss Rutabaga contest. And I continued to run in contests apparently for the next 3 years until I started remembering things again in 1997, when I found out that I had beaten an inanimate object for the first time in competition. Which made me very happy and gave me a lot of hope, because I wanted to do when I was remembering things maybe just a little bit better. In 1999, a pageant inquiry board ruled that I was not allowed to attend contests or pageants that I was not competing in on account of the 13 times that I ran on stage and stole a sash as it was being presented. I thought it was a very harsh punishment for 2 reasons. 1, I was in a fit of Y2K hysteria and Percocet, and 2, they got 12 of the sashes back. The 13th sash I was able to eat before they could find me, and when I cleaned the poop off, I used the remnants to make this lovely belt. In 2002, I celebrated my 30th birthday by competing in the Miss Teen Engine Block competition in Detroit, Michigan. I was just outside of their age range, but I was allowed to compete thanks to a rule variance which allowed me to enter as long as I could prove that I was mentally deficient. And since I had voluntarily come to Detroit, I was like halfway there. For 3 years in the mid-2000s, I kept hearing about Miss Thang. And I kept trying to find Miss Thang so that I could ask when the contest was and how to enter, but she was very elusive. People only seemed to talk about her when she wasn't around, and then after a few years, nobody was really talking about her very much, and so I don't think they hold the contests anymore. In 2012, it was a very sad year. I was at the Oklahoma State Fair competing in a mother-daughter competition, and my mother had a heart attack during the talent portion, possibly brought on by the 7 times I hit her with an arrow during practice. But I knew it was going to disqualify me, and that would be very sad. So I ran out into the audience to grab an old lady, but they were all very much stronger than they looked. So I grabbed a little girl instead, and the pageant judges and the police and the judges that were not pageant judges were very clear about this. They said that the sympathy did not outweigh the kidnapping. So they asked me to leave and take my mother's corpse with me. It was a very sad year. Running in the Ms Catastrophe contest was definitely one of the highlights of my 2017. All of the contestants backstage were very helpful. They gave me very good advice like, why don't you go away? And maybe you should brush your teeth sometime. I really appreciated the camaraderie, and I thought it was very beautiful production. I am sorry that I didn't win, but I'd also just be a little bit off if I said that I was surprised. So I hope I get to see you all again, and if not, I just wanted to thank you for listening. It's my brand.